everyone. I hope that you're doing well. My name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, welcome, welcome, welcome. My channel can be very intense. I just like to warn you. I could come across religious. I'm not religious, but I am very spiritual, and I do care about what God has to say. And I respect the breath that you and I breathe from the Creator. And so the Most High can definitely speak for himself. I'm just a conduit for him to work through here on this table for us to find some answers to some stuff in our right now moment to continue to unfold things that need to be unfolded in scenarios for other people and for you and I to stand in the gap and pray for people who are in the actual energy. We want to encourage people to look in the mirror and do their work. If you won't do that, then you're going to fall into mischief. I'm not going to be your channel. Thanks for checking me out. This is where you'll click off. It's a no-nonsense channel. What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. All that kind of stuff. If you are returning back, I appreciate you all for returning back as often as you have been able to, and welcome back. Thank you for your likes and any shares that you all do. It does help the channel to grow and all that kind of stuff, so thank you all. We're just going to jump in here and see what the Most High God, the great divine of all things, who's running the universe. Yehovah, I just appreciate you so very much. What do you want to bring out here? We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out crossing. We also have the Four of Cups. Somebody trying to figure out something to do, maybe in their emotions. I had somebody that wanted somebody to leave them alone on one of my other readings today, and this is a rejection. Somebody could be pouting because of a rejection. There's something about a commitment here with the Ten of Pentacles, long-term stuff. She could be a wife figure somewhere. She definitely is somebody in the upright who has value and is very grounded, very methodical in how she grows things. She's very fruitful energy in the upright. If she is in the negative, then she's very jealous, very greedy for gain, will do anything for money. If she doesn't have it, she'll just give it to me. I need it. Or I can pay somebody off I want something. She's very greedy that way. So it's showing us both sides of something coming out here, and somebody's pouting or won't take this cup. This is a scary picture for me. And I always say, because we see the hand of the great one, say, here, take this. And somebody's like, no, I want to be in my emotions down here because I can't get out of this, but God's given a higher calling here. And it's costly. It's costly out here for you if you reject God, but that's your business. He ain't gonna stay in your way either. There's the devil. All right, well, this is like trying to, it's something toxic is going on out here when you get the devil energy. Something could be going on at your job real big here. Servitude of some sort, or maybe somebody trying to figure out how to get somebody to do something like that, maybe with a lot of money, or they did or wanted to and somebody rejected here. This can be, I'm going to step out and do something and I'm bored in my relationship, and this is temptation with the devil. There's a Fool here, Two of Wands here. All right, let's take some more cards here and see what comes out underneath these. Most of you know everything, so show me this Queen of Pentacles. What's the energy here with her? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Okay. Queen of Swords is coming out on her. Somebody is in their emotions. So there are people, either people are involved, or it's just showing us some type of a love situation or being fair. This can have a meaning of being fair about something. I do see something that's going to turn out all right for people who are going to stand in the truth and do something right. There are still two cups. Either somebody's going to reject those two cups, and for some of you all, you need to reject those cups if it's around temptation. This could be soulmates out here with that devil energy. An older person type energy can go back to the devil as well. But the devil also represents, I'm puffed up in my pride and conceit. If somebody's so inflated in their pride and conceit, won't even humble themselves for what God Almighty wants to give them, we got a problem here with somebody. And, in some type of energy. And if the Queen of Swords is in the upright, she's going to tell it like it is. And a matter of fact, and that's just that. I'm hearing somebody has a drug problem out here, and there's some type of forcing with that energy. She can be like a medical person, or, you know, maybe I'm hearing rehab. Something about rehab is here for somebody coming through. But if the Knight of Cups is not in the reverse, and you have somebody's unfair within something, very selfish individual in the negative, I just tell you what you want to hear and pour on my sweets. I'm just here to tempt you for something, because I'm contemplating here with that 4 cups, and I won't be fair with you, but I'm making you think that everything's bright, but really I'm in my pride type energy with that. So this could be the same person showing us some type of communication, but if somebody won't take a cup, or can't or shouldn't take, I mean, if it's false in something, then so be it. If you are seeing that cup, like I said, and it's upright, then it does look bright here. There are still 2 cups. Let's see what kind of words come out. So these could be sisters, home, whatever it is. Work matters, home matters, both. That can be a police card there as well. There could be something around a murder here. But anyway, sex, drugs, and rock and roll with the devil, and I'm going to try to control you and force you to do something, you know, with that energy out here. The Magician's at the bottom of the deck here. Show me that devil. The word out here goes to sackcloth, and so somebody is in their emotions. They're cloaked here. But that's apathy, like I don't care about nothing here. Anyway, show me the devil. If somebody's a lost cause, I guess they're a lost cause. What can you do? Nothing. People have their own choices. Show me the devil out here. Why is this here? The Tower. So if somebody is trying to come and pour on some type of something, or they've contemplated something, they're trying to avoid a tower. And if that's for upright purposes for a divine grace, then fine. There could be a great big, you know, eyewitness to something that's out here attached to a matter as well. I just heard somebody needs to come clean about something. So whatever that means for you, there are third parties out here. There's definitely court cards out here. So people are showing up out here. Something about something that was marked out here, or a specific tattoo, or something with a medical situation with this incision of something is out here. With a word, one of the combinations out here. If you're new, I read by pictograph. There's language within the tarot, so you'll learn it new here. And so there's death matters out here, and that word goes to melting in affliction. And so because the Tower is out here, somebody's trying to avoid it. This is knowledge about somebody being used and very willful out here in their pride, conceit, ego around something with money is what it's showing. It's something that has been collaborated, or somebody's trying to get it collaborated because they want to avoid this Tower out here. But there's deception somewhere, because the devil's a lying, cheating, stupid in the negative of the energy. I mean, somebody's dealing with some type of temptation. Temptation leads you to evilness, or something's already happened. And again, somebody's trying to do something around something that's taken place somewhere in a really bad freaking way on a matter. So there's there is a combination out here that goes to do work. Something about somebody's workplace, or these co-workers out here involved in some stuff going on, whether you know about it or not. Whoever, this is a boss figure right here. And so you could have managers and another employee energy that's out here with the situation going on as well. There's an oppression out here. Somebody contemplated to oppress somebody out of their anger, or that's what they trying to do. There's a word out here that goes to an oppressor, or an oppression, or to press somebody, to press someone inside their oppression. So somebody's up in their, somebody's crazy out here for that. That's not how God shows up. I mean, but that wording is out here to press someone within their oppression. You dealing with a mean piece of crazy out here somewhere that sets up in some big place. They think they're all that in a bag of chips, and you're a disgrace because you're showing up like the devil. There's a player out here. All right, well, anyway, something about somebody being receptive to something, but that's like something's over. Or again, they don't want it to be over, and they're trying to pour on some sweets here. There's fear here in Milton with affliction there. All right, well, anyway, what's hidden here? When you see the death card, that's it. There's something around timing out here with the will. Somebody could have exaggerated really hard about some timing on something at work, but if the tower has caught something, or a camera has caught something out here, maybe while somebody was at work, somebody dealing with something like that, but somebody's trying to rebuild something when the tower comes out. Something's already been transformed and changed here, and it's fixed. What's hidden here? The garden, the locket, and the gentleman. He tells you to be logical, folks. Okay, and this can be a professional around something. I mean, this can go back to, this is authority, this is FBI energies. I'm hearing the CIA, a mole is also coming through. Whether the person's upright or not, he can be a masculine individual. He is a person of color that is specifically, this deck has white and black people in it specifically. They've made it that way, or just, you could be Indian, Mexican, whatever, just a person of color is here. And if there's a death matter with this person, then it's significant to know that. Otherwise, it's just a gentleman if you're not dealing with that. But specifically for those of you dealing with maybe a murder case, then there's something out here with this gentleman with it. Whether he's died or not, or he's just on a case or something. But you've got concerts, support groups, things like that with the garden, public places. We've got the death card representing a sea of people, also the actual water in the sea, and there's hurricane energy that can go back here to the will. Then something's out here around natural disaster, or somebody works for FEMA, just in general that I'm talking to, attached to something going on. But there's a love situation out here. There is water out here. The fish is a water card. The sun, it's out here twice. Something's actually going to be positive. Why is this gentleman here? Take this deck for him. Why is this gentleman here? Why is this gentleman most out here? It's a third party to something out here. There is something public around him, and there is a female employee that is involved in something with a matter. That's a female employee card. Again, one of the combinations makes work in the Hebraic language out here. Somebody is in their emotions. It shows so. So the female employee card talks about somebody who they just were like, yeah, I'll do something. Or there was servitude and somebody forced somebody, or nobody really can force you to do anything. I mean, if you're underage on a job, then fine, but nobody can really force you if you were pressured because, oh my God, my job, and you did it anyway and something's happened. I guess so, but there's no excuse if something wicked is out here. But it can be somebody who's been pressured to do something, and I guess they did it. I mean, instead of walking off their job and said, take this job and shove it because nothing's worth going to jail or something like that. But it's that type of a card. But it is a feminine employee that is involved in something. You've got two feminine energies that are out here, and somebody was taken advantage of, or they want to take advantage of somebody and press them in their oppression already. That's dumb. This can be, I'm here to help you, or I'm here to take advantage of you. And there is something around a celebration or a group of people with this person here. So if this is a boss, it's a boss figure, and they're doing something with their employee, or they already did. There definitely are third parties, and somebody's crying again to oppress somebody, I guess. Dumb. Somebody's wife is out here connected to this matter. So again, if somebody caught their spouse on the job with the boss, and the wife is getting oppressed, and somebody wants to continue oppressing somebody in that oppression, then I guess that's what's here. This is a wife who stepped out and did something. So it's happened on the job with somebody. This was somebody's wife and a boss figure. Something's happened with that. And if something's around some death and they died, or they trying to get that done, then there is a lover energy that is here with that card. There are two people. This is a two people card. Let's have a meeting card. Let's go somewhere. Or they did, and they exaggerated and lied about what they did when they went somewhere. If they did end up killing somebody, there's danger out here. If somebody's coming up on you, or your boss is wanting you to go with them, or you got something going on with your boss, I mean, there's a group of people out here. Hey, let's go do something. Then you're in danger here with the sickle coming out with it. There's the lady. If there's some interracial thing going on, then possibly so. When she comes out, she just tells you to use your intuition. But there is a female employee here, real big. Okay, and we got a wife energy here as well. So, or your ex is involved in something. Maybe it's safe for you, and your ex is still crazy around the husband energy, or whatever that is. What kind of words do you want to bring out here? So somebody with short, dark hair is a clue to something. A protest is going on around something. We got a bunch of people out here, so with the energy, okay? The Most High is going to bring an answer today for you. It says, whoso keeps the commandment shall feel no evil thing. And a wise man's heart discerns both time and judgment, because to every purpose there is time to it, and then a judgment comes. Therefore misery of man is great upon him. Everything has an end, and there is time out here. And so if you're a commandment keeper, you ain't going to feel no evil thing, even though there's some type of danger around something out here. God will protect. This is about protection when that comes out. And those people doing some idiotic nonsense out here that don't give a rip about what God has to say, then you're going to feel this. You're going to feel whatever this is. There's death out here. And if it's time for somebody to be judged to that degree, there's death out here twice out here. If somebody's already been pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing somebody, then God's fixing to give you a great big push back, because he ain't going to have that nonsense. Don't know who somebody freaking thinks they are. That's dumb. Like you ain't ever done anything in your life. You're an oppressor out here, and God has a lot to say about that crap. To be less or fewer in size or in the amount of something, to decrease to just nothing at all. Again, just pressing and pressing and pressing because I'm an idiot type of an energy, and you're fixing to go out to the abyss. Out-of-state trip is out here attached to something going on. Somebody who smokes is a clue. You may know just one person who smokes. I don't know your story. There are two people out here. It says calling an emotional and a mental truce. And if you're doing that and things are going to change for upright purposes, fine. If something's coming out of that and somebody's still got a problem with you making peace with something, I don't know. A bank teller is being called out. There's money out here. A stiff-hearted, loud fool. Somebody, so the word goes to cracks that are broken in someone's home, a place of desolation and waste. Somebody's house is just a waste out here then for something. Whoever the oppressor is, whoever's getting the judgment by God, that's not a commandment keeper, showing up like the devil himself, you're in trouble out here. So swimming came out today. We have water out here. Something by water is connected to something that's happened. It says help. Your help comes from Jehovah. And somebody needs to repent for something real quick. The fork, the flesh hook is out here. We deal with the devil wants to consume you. I don't know if this is a murderer that could be a literal cannibal. They do exist in the earth. They're freaks. An instructor is out here, and something about a car lot dealer is involved in this matter as well. There is a vehicle out here when the wheel comes out. And then there is a positive reinforcement and somebody who is out here to help, which is this card here. So those of you who are keeping the commandment of God, in this matter, he's going to deliver you out of some situation. Somebody's been trying to kill you or somebody. God's going to make them go in their own trap. That's his word. If you're in any of these types of jobs, like a banker, a car lot dealer, or whatever that is, just in general, your work is here with a bunch of coworkers doing some stuff, or somebody's a female coworker is doing something with the boss, you're under some type of a warning if you're not keeping the commandment of God. The present time, a coworker. Speak on Yehovah because you can speak for yourself. And let me make myself clear. We're not talking about being churchy, folks. Okay? We ain't talking about being churchy. We ain't talking about having a form of godliness. We're talking about not denying God's power and showing up in the earth realm and being respectful. And when you and I make a mistake, we quickly make it right. If the other person don't want to, they're under a big fat judgment of God. So, when God brings his word out here, he just wants us to be upright in the earth. And he does want us to meet with him and keep him first, because without keeping him first, people fall into this nonsense and they just get inflated in their head and I'm God and I think I'll just snuff you out, kill you type of stupidness. And so we ain't talking about being churchy. And if you go to a church, you're upright, you keep the commandments, and fine, you do. And we're supposed to be meeting with one another. But the fact of the matter is a lot of churches are under the disguise of nonsense anymore. They're into a lot of pagan worship, and I'm not getting into it, but I could prove it to you. But just showing up in the earth and being respectful, that somebody's not. They're deliberately trying to do some nonsense out here, thinking that they're all God in some matter, and they're going to pay a heavy price for it. They're going to pay a heavy freaking price for this nonsense. Somebody was trying to return in that other reading, and God brought out he was going to judge them. The military connection is out here. A Republicans come out quite a bit. I'll go ahead and take all these. A double is out here. Well, anyway, somebody like to act like they are something they're not. The Most High has revealed the situation to some leadership out here. So again, we do have leadership, and there's somebody out here that can help. Whatever's going on with the co-worker situation. Contracts have been out here. The letter P, a false person is being exposed, a fake identification. Again, a double. Somebody's a double. So anyway, they could be a Republican, don't have to, but it's just showing that we've got officials that have been made aware of something that's going on out here. And your siblings, something with your siblings are out here with some work matter. And the letter P is the star card, which is exposure to something out here. Okay, so there's exposure. So the truth is known about something. It definitely is here. Okay, well, it's gonna be taken care of. So there's the travel card there as well, the journey. A victory. Okay, well, God don't lose. The sun is out here. We don't care who's trying to do what. They're going to trip up. The truth is known about some stuff, I guess so. They've held back something in a safe that belongs to somebody. It's all this money. People just don't do stuff for no reason. Somebody was driven by money out here. And God brought it out yesterday. The love of money is the root of evil. God says, my plans are to prosper you, but you got to do it the way I tell you to do it. And you steal from my people. I've already put down the word that it's all coming back to them, and the wealth of the wicked's laid up for the just. They don't work out to be crazy out here. Somebody was driven by money and they lost their freaking soul and become a devil in some matter out here. But there's going to be a victory for the people of Most High. Thank you, Most High. Somebody made a promise out here. Either that's a promise to help somebody for upright purposes because you know something, or somebody made a promise to be crazy with another person out here and go to hell with them. Oh no, some people are just crazy that way. The Most High says that they can't take what's yours. That's right, they can't take it. So if you've been going through some nonsense and they're just, I don't care how far the devil tries to push you and he'll just keep delivering and delivering and delivering, and they can't take what's yours and mine. You can't have it. You're an idiot out here doing this nonsense. It's dumb. A bully. Well, it's out here. Well, the bully's going to get chopped and going on to the on the sin offering, man, and you're gonna go outside the camp, is what I say. So, what about this thrift store? It keeps coming out, finding my hands. Something about that. Something about the thrift store or the location where a thrift store is. Look, coveting. Well, they can't have what's yours, folks. Pride comes before destruction. Yeah. Well, anyway, it is out here. Somebody's puffed up in their pride. Like I said, the devil represents that. It says they want you to leave them alone. Okay, somebody has been hounding somebody to do some stuff, or they didn't leave somebody alone. Something's come out of that. Whatever that is that came out today. All right, so the letter P. There's a miracle going to take place out here, folks. Some type of a miracle is happening with this fake person being exposed out here. Let's take a rune. All right, you hold up. What's the last message for the collective? We have the sun. Okay, well, it's definitely out here. It's positive. This is a victory rune. And so it's going to be a positive change, folks, for people who have been oppressed. I hope y'all who've been oppressing people really had a great time in the time that you had. It's your judgment day now. It's your freaking judgment day now. This is like genius when it comes out as well, or somebody thought they were all genius. And if you're genius and you're humble there, thank you, because we need genius people in the earth realm, but we don't need them to be all puffed up and say, and all this money, and I can figure out a way to take what's yours and covet. That ain't genius. It's called dum-dum. It's called demonic. But anyway, there is a victory out here, folks. So we have the sun coming out. So we have S connections out here, Q connections out here, the letter Y and the M and the A. The J also appears here. 2 J connections. Somebody could go by JJ, or anyway, you can sit down with the phonics. This what come out, folks. I hope y'all have a restful evening. I may be back later. I'm still here all by myself. I'm very lonely and I'm waiting for rescue. And so I'm just standing in faith. And when God brings things like this out, I just, I grab a hold of it for myself. And the devil's about time. Devil likes to oppress us for a long time, but God uses that for our testing as well. And so he said his word would be tried on the inside of us. And by God, have I been tried. But I am waiting for a rescue. And I'm just going to cling on to this. But I may be back later to do another reading. I hope you all have a fantastic evening. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow. Shalom.